Gemmell, Doherty.
Well done, Dylan. Great swim. Okay.
So much was said about the Doherty-Gemmell showdown in Takapuna, but the race was also a huge opportunity for the athletes in the Triathlon New Zealand Olympic potential and development programs to test themselves against world-class competition.
Hold it down, come on! This is your race! Don't give up, fight!
Having cleared out of Transition 1 efficiently, both Dylan and 20-year-old Edward Rawls managed to stick with the initial breakaway group. McNeice would fall away, but Rawls, to his huge credit, hung around despite the sniping he had to endure from his senior athletes.
Don't drop. Large crowds, live TV.
Go to the corner, Eddie! Go to the corner! Out of the corner.
Now they're really beginning to work well, very effectively as three, and that gap has extended considerably, Hamish Carter.
Yeah, they're really starting to go away. Bevan, I think, has really got taking the initiative here, I'd say.
Edward Rawls from Inglewood really had the performance of his short career so far, coming out of the swim in touch with the two Olympians and then doing his share for the duration of the bike. Rawls was gathered in by both Ryan Sissons and Martin van Barneveld, the former under-23 World Championship bronze medalist. Rumble in the city, street fight in Takapuna, the splash, dash and smash, all were accurate terms when talking about the elite men's clash in the Contact Tri-Series, race number 6 at Takapuna.
We've been waiting for this showdown for a long time. There was an opportunity back in 2007 in New Plymouth, and that day Chris Gemmell crashed and Bevan Doherty won comfortably. Another occasion, Bevan was sick and pulled out. And then last year, Bevan Doherty at this race picked up a puncture and we never saw the showdown.
Now, we've seen Bevan Doherty in this position before, most recently in Korea. His adversary then was Australian Brad Carlefelt. Both men reacted as if their lives depended on it, hurtling themselves forward in front of the stunned Korean spectators. The pair literally threw themselves over the finish line in a final desperate lunge in 1 hour, 50 minutes and 25. And the result went in favour of New Zealand's Bevan Doherty by an incredible 6 millimetres.
Oh man, I was just thinking Beijing, I got to redeem myself. And
time again, Doherty has shown the world just how tough he can be. He always seems to have something in reserve for the final 100 metres. In a sport that has evolved to the point where titles are decided by inches, the possession of an explosive finish has become critical.
Surge on, but Bevan Doherty has risen to the occasion. Now this large crowd will gather down towards the finish line. They'll come through the wee roundabout here, and they'll have about 300 metres left to run. It is Chris. Finally, the duel that everyone had talked about had come to fruition. Doherty and Gemmell, toe-to-toe, fast approaching the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, settle in. This is going to be a dogfight all the way through to the finish line. The arms now begin to pump on both of them. Gemmell decides to go. Here comes Bevan Doherty looking to chase back. Doherty surges, Gemmell goes with him. What a wonderful finish, what a wonderful race. Bevan Doherty, has he got the legs to hang on? Chris Gemmell fighting, looking to come back, but it will be Bevan Doherty who will win, I think, race 6 of the Contact Tri-Series in a wonderful finish in downtown Takapuna.
Sissons, though, was still the best of the young hopefuls, posting the best run time of the day, albeit just 2 seconds faster than Doherty. How different things might have been if Sissons had pulled out a better swim time to stay in touch from the outset.
I knew it was going to be a hard ask to try and run them down, and I know I was catching them, but, you know, it's always hard to come off 45 seconds behind and try and beat guys like that.
Now, Doherty turns 34 in March this year, but has no less passion for the sport than he did back in Athens in 2004, winning silver, of course, to complete the famous Kiwi double alongside triathlon legend Hamish Carter.
I love the sport. Now, I still have my goals, and you know, I'm fully driven and focused towards achieving them. So I guess last year was a good example that the passion is still there. The fact that I can push myself and train myself into a hole certainly goes to show that I'm certainly very motivated to hurt myself day in, day out.
The reality is, in Doherty's case, age is a major factor, and if he stays injury-free and maintains a high standard of performance, Doherty will go to London to compete in the 2012 Olympic Games. One medal is missing from his collection, and it is the gold. Bevan will have one final chance to complete the set.
The sport, it's all about being the complete athlete, and you know there's having the physical side of the sport, but also the mental aspect, and I think that's something that I've learned over the years is mentally dealing with the pressure and getting myself into a good mindset. So you know it takes a lot of pain to push yourself through a lot of barriers, and you know that's probably the difference between a good